I'm gonna be quiet about my water.
No, I started it just now. Welcome, everybody, to the Lifecast.
Hey.
I'm your host, Deanna Minasian, here with Sydney.
Hello.
Greg.
Yo.
And Adam.
Hi.
Starting things off, just diving right into it. I have 4 announcements. Count them.
Four. Count them 4.
First of all, this Sunday, we released the first episode of the Coda Conflict, which is a Shadowrun actual play series that I am GMing. We do have a Discord server, and the link can be found on our Twitter and Facebook. I'll tweet them out probably as this episode goes up. It's the Lifecast Slav Squad. We do have Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're _Lifecast, and on Facebook, we are the Lifecast. And this Saturday at 10, we'll be doing a Jackbox stream because we've noticed new people lately. So come and hang out with us, take some stress out of finals. That's it. So, Spotify has a feature called The Year Wrapped, Your Top Songs 2016. And we thought it would be fun to read off our top 3.
Top 3?
Top 3?
Yeah, top
Right.
3, 5? It's up to you guys. 3? Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure no one's
I'll do
my 4
5.
and 5.
I'll do 5.
I don't remember my 4 and 5.
Yeah, I'm looking at mine now. I'll go 5th to first.
5th to first. I'd like to read my first one last.
All right, 5th to 1st.
And keep in mind, I've only been using Spotify for, I think, since like July or August. So I don't think this reflects my music taste. Well, it definitely reflects my music taste, but like not the amount of songs I listen to, because a lot of them were on Google Play Music beforehand.
This absolutely reflects my music taste.
So at number 5, we have You Are the End by Waveshaper from the Fury original soundtrack. Then we got Glory by Bastille, Do I Want to Know by Arctic Monkeys, 624 by Danger, also off the Fury soundtrack, and Send Them Off by Bastille. Perturbator doesn't show up until like 8 or 9.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is very weird because I consider him like in my top 3 artists currently.
I find it kind of weird. I'm in a similar situation as Deanna, where I only joined around July, August or something. And so mine is kind of jank. So at number 5, I've got Exit Music for a Film by Radiohead. I do love this song. I used to listen to it all the time. It's like it's just dope. Just like listen to it, but like you have to listen to it with headphones on. This is like one of those songs you just trust me and just do it, and then just listen to it as it slowly builds and builds and builds and builds to the epic climax towards the end. And it's beautiful, and I love it. The reason I'm confused is because I used to jam to this song all the time, so much so that I got bored of it. And I listened to it for years. And so I was on Spotify. I was like, oh, man, I completely forgot about that song. So I looked it up once. I listened to this song once this year. And here it is at number 5. And I know that's bullshit, because you want to know what's exactly under at number 6. We have Back to Black by Amy Winehouse, which I've been listening to like, I want to say like 20 times in the past 2 weeks. And it is somehow under Exit Music for a Film. So something's wrong here. Above that, we've got number 9 by Moon Hooch. I recommend Moon Hooch to everybody. I've talked about this in the podcast before. Moon Hooch is like industrial jazz, what's that wub music called? Dubstep. Yes. It's like this weird, like fucking, it's strange. It is like interesting, strange music. The drummer is fucking bonkers.
Strange music?
Strange. No, like the drummer's fucking bonkers. Like he's just like out of control. He's like way too good at what he does. Next, I got Heart Don't Stand a Chance by Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak is my dude this year. I didn't know he was so dope. No one told me about like this dude has been around, but no one told me that he was actually the shit. And I'm real mad at that. I don't know where everybody else not telling me about this motherfucker, but I love him. He's like my favorite new artist. He's not really new, but you know.
Your favorite new to you.
Yeah,
artist.
Favorite new to me artist. And he's just like this R&B / rapper / like funk dude. And I love his music. He's super dope.
I'm also in the same boat as Deanna and Greg, where I kind of picked up Spotify in July, August area.
I think we all picked it up because of Adam.
Yeah. I was like, collective playlist.
Spotify.
Yeah, they should sponsor us.
Do it.
I mean, I only pay for the student one.
I pay for the family one. Greg's actually on my family plan.
Goo Goo Gaga. I remember when everyone was born. I'm the oldest brother.
I can see. You guys look similar.
Yep.
Yeah.
We both have beanies on.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Probably a month after I got my Spotify, my dad got his, and I was like, "Oh, you're paying $10 a month."
Fucking old.
So, the
Fucking
music
baby
on
boomer
here, I personally feel doesn't really reflect my music taste because I usually just put on the playlist and just go to town. But 3 of these 5 songs are Disney songs. And I listened to those like the week before the election so that I could calm the fuck down. So at number 5, we have Life Itself by Glass Animals, which is an excellent song, but I prefer Agnes. It's a lot better. It's really solid, though. They're a funky band. You should definitely listen to them. They're definitely a headphones-in kind of band. They're just weird. I love them. Next, we have Circle of Life from The Lion King. That's pretty self-explanatory.
That song's real good. There's this I've following the Gregory brothers for a very, very long time, and they recently have done a major to minor version.
Gregory brother.
Hey. But they're the guys who did Odd Tune the News. They did the Bed Intruder song. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up. And they did a minor version of Circle of Life, and it sounds so good. I'm like, this song, like, I feel like it was made to be this, like, to be written this way, and it's fucking amazing. But please continue.
At number 3, we have Just Can't Get Enough by Depeche Mode. I went through this really weird phase like 2 months ago where I just listened to Depeche Mode for a week because I couldn't write papers any other way. At number 2, we have I Want to Be Like You, sung by Louis Prima from The Jungle Book.
Hey.
I don't even really particularly like that song terribly much, but it's up here. And at number 1, we have Strangers Like Me from Tarzan.
That's so good.
Which is
though.
actually my favorite Disney movie.
Yo,
Yup.
fucking here. It's probably not the best one, but holy shit, I watched that movie like 200 times.
It's sentimental because it was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Yeah.
And it was also one of the first DVDs we owned for our DVD player. So I watched it a lot.
I fucking love Tarzan.
Number 5 and 4, you know, they're right there. There's a song called From Nowhere by Dan Kroll. It's indie trash. I really like it. A song called Chase It. I don't even know what the genre of that would be. State of the Art by Gautier is my number 3 song.
Yep.
King Kunta by Kendrick Lamar is number 2. And
I'm mad, he mad.
but he is not stressing.
He's not stressing.
My number 1 song of the year.
Is it fucking...
It's the National Aerobic World Championship.
Yes, I knew it!
That is my single most listened to song in 2016.
For those who
good.
don't know, when the whole aerobics meme happened, no one latched onto it harder than your boy Adam Dasani. The amount of joy that meme brought him is just like, it's too much for words.
Keep in mind, I've used Spotify for the entire year. I use Spotify every morning, every night. So there's a lot of music through Spotify. So if we're talking about play counts, it's probably in the hundreds.
I have fond memories of you not being in the room when that song would come on.
Yep. Because you can control it remotely with Spotify Premium.
You can.
Yep.
Yep. I'd be
That's
like
amazing.
in the area when I'd like go to class or something, and I'd turn it on my phone because you could, control what the PC. If the PC was on, it was playing that song.
Yep.
It was a beautiful nightmare.
Yep. For mine, I'm very surprised that like at least Porter Robinson and Madeon didn't chart in my top 5 because I've been listening to them for a month straight.
Oh, also, I just realized there's not a single song from Distant Relatives on here.
Oh,
The Nas and Damian Marley album. And I'm just sitting here as like,
Good album.
it's so good.
I have Count Your Blessings on my list.
Yeah, that's my jam though. That's such a feel good song. I've recently come to realize that I listen to a lot of just like feel good shit, and I don't know where the fuck this came from, but it was just like, and it made sense. I'm just sitting here like, man, life is so good, and then I surrounded myself with music where all they talk about is life being so good. I feel like everybody should try that shit. You're sad as fuck. Just fucking jam. Listen to Distant Relatives. Listen to fucking just some feel good ass reggae. Anything. That shit helps. It really does. I swear to God. All right. What else? What else is on the docket?
The docket, I guess what we've been playing this week. I tried out some new games, actually. A lot of indie stuff. Well, exclusively indie stuff. One I played pretty much just before we went to eat, before we started recording this podcast, so it's like really fresh in my mind. It's called Islands, Non-Places, by...
21 Pilots.
Not by 21 Pilots, no.
No.
Bastille?
No, Carl Burton. It's really good. It sets up these interactive, like, scenes, and it's a self-contained scene, and it has this very, like, ethereal, like, dark... Vaporwave aesthetic. You know. And so you can interact with these landscapes and, like, drag them around and look around the outside, and click on things within them, and that's how you progress through the story each one of them tells. And it's all very surreal and nice, and I liked it a lot. I highly recommend it. It's $5 on Steam. It's good. It released November 17th, I think.
Oh.
Yep.
It's recent.
It's very recent, which is something that I didn't expect. I also found this game called Power Drive 2000. So we've covered the vaporwave. Now we're moving into the synthwave genre. I really like it. It's a Kickstarter game, and it's still not finished. There hasn't been an update since May of last year.
So
Not that I could tell. I found out about it last night. I was just in the mood for a really neon-looking driving game, and that was it. It's pretty all right. There's one level. I can't say much about it, other than it satisfied a very specific craving that I had. It was good.
Looking at the trailer.
Yeah.
So it's
I think
just
I do
like
remember
Tron in the
this.
city.
Pretty much.
Kinda. I think I remember seeing
Yeah.
this.
You know, fucking like Euro Truck Simulator, but it's just like the future.
Yeah.
But it looks like tracks. It doesn't look like
Yeah,
open
it's
space.
definitely tracks, time trials, and racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just imagine you got like you're just driving a fucking future truck, and then all the music is vaporware, and you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Probably on LSD while
That's what
driving.
I was doing last night. Minus the LSD. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. A lot of feel-good games.
So recently the game Battle Right had a free weekend, and so me and a bunch of my friends decided to pick it up. Battle Right is
It's like a mini MOBA.
it's pretty much League of Legends with more abilities and no minions. So it cuts out all the bullshit and just gets straight to the fighting. I love it. I think it's really good. It's a really well-polished game. It's still in early access or some beta type shit. I don't know the exact details of it, but it's still not technically complete. But the amount of polish this game has is better than some AAA releases that we've been having recently.
Still in early access.
Yeah, and like the amount of polish this game has, like everything looks finished, which shouldn't be something worth praising, but it is. And we just have to accept that and move on with our lives and give people, the slap on the butts they deserve for doing a good job. Mm-hmm. So effectively you might be able to, I don't know if there's 1v1s, there probably is, but primarily you do 2v2s or 3v3s, and you just have this array of characters, and they all look really cool. Like, none of them are particularly outstanding. Like, I'm not in love with any of the characters. Like, I can't even tell you any of their names, but I probably put around 6 to 8 hours in it, and it's a whole lot of fun. I recommend it. They definitely deserve the money for putting like a well-polished experience. They kind of have it's not like a free-to-play market thing, but it's like you have chests that unlock loot, but the amount of stuff, like the amount of like tokens and stuff that you get from like duplicates and stuff like that is actually really generous. So you can just craft whatever you want, and it's pretty good. It doesn't have like a lot of lasting longevity because lots of people like the sort of they want a sort of more permanent style of growth. So it's kind of like Overwatch, where it's like your growth is you personally getting better at the game, and there's no sort of like leveling up, increasing your attack or anything like that. So if you're into that type of thing where everything's determined by how good you are at it, I really do recommend this game. I've also been playing, or should we save this topic for later? I've also been playing the Final Fantasy 15.
Me too.
Final Fantasy 15 is an action RPG.
That we do not need to specify the genre.
Open world action RPG made by Square Enix.
Soft. It's 2000.
And this is a pretty big release. Everybody's been waiting for this game for a very long time, and I had zero expectations going in because pretty much every single time a game has one of these like hellish release cycles, the finished product is almost always garbage. So I go in with zero expectations, and I almost love this game. I am very, like, not very close, but this game invokes certain emotions that I've never felt before in a video game. And it's just like palling around with your friends.
Yeah.
Something you can do in real life, but something that this game captures in a way that's like kind of hard to describe. There's like there's very nuanced, like this sort of like subtle humanity is how I like to describe it in this game. It's very interesting. And that's what makes me hate it so much, because they have this little bit of like genius, this little bit of like inspiration that's just sitting there, and the game just fails to. It just fails to like bring that to reality. Because like let me explain like some of the things that make me feel good about this game. The game starts off, plot shit happens, but it doesn't matter. So like before they show like the title of the game, you and a bunch of friends are going cross country. Then all of a sudden, literally one of my favorite things of all time, it then cuts to you. Your car is broken, and everyone is just pushing the car, and you have to control it manually. It's not too much control, but pretty much you're there and you're pushing your car with all your friends. You got one asshole sitting inside while the rest of you are pushing it, and they're just playing some like 80s track.
Stand By Me.
They're
playing Stand By Me as three friends are pushing a car and Prompto sitting in the fucking seat like an asshole.
And it's like just that scene perfectly encapsulates the kind of vibes this game puts out. So you're traveling the world, and like you set like each one of the four people in the boy band have different skills. Like Gladiolus, he's strong.
He's a fighter.
He's strong, but his skill is called survival. So he picks up stuff sometimes while you're just around. He's also the one guy that sets up camp. Prompto's the chef. While you collect ingredients, he'll be like, I thought of something new to make, and he's the like you. When you're in camp, he selects the food, and then that gives your party various boosts and stuff. And then Prompto is a photographer. He takes pictures just while you fight and like during cutscenes and stuff. And then when you get to camp, you get to review the photos, and you get to delete the ones you don't like and keep the ones you do like. And like,
that's my single favorite thing about this game is Prompto taking pictures. Like that is actually my single favorite thing I've encountered in this game so far.
It just adds so much personality to these people who, like, on paper are awful. Like, they're so, like, boring and uninteresting. And yet, like, with just these subtle things, it makes them, like, lovable. Like, I actually like these guys, yet on paper, I hate all of them. Like, there's nothing outstanding about any way they're written or handled or anything like that. And, like, the most crazy one of all is Noctis, the protagonist himself. Noctis is actually just Sasuke from Naruto, if anyone's watched it. He has the same hairstyle.
If anyone's watched it?
I've never heard of this show.
Yes.
What is the Naruto?
It is a anime. But so you got Sasuke. And he just sucks. He doesn't do anything. He's not funny. He's not interesting at all.
He's your standard JRPG main character.
But he really, 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 really fucking loves fishing. Like he loves fishing more than anything in this entire fucking world. Like the one of the first quests the first side quest you see, there's just a little cat. He's like, "Oh, hey, little buddy, what are you doing?" And it's just like. And then it's like, "Oh, you're hungry? Oh, I'm just gonna go catch you some fish." Everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Noctis found an excuse to fish. They're all like, "God damn it!" And he's just like, you just see him. He's just cheesing. Yeah. He's just fucking. He's just grinning ear to ear about getting to fish. Like he loves doing this, and just that small little thing made me love this dude.
So I had a different experience with that because. So I went to the right first to go fishing, and I fished for about 40 minutes. I was fishing for about 40 minutes. I caught every fish in the water, and I'm like, all right, because I can dig Noctis. I like fishing in video games. It's my favorite thing ever. Yeah. Like I think if you took my Stardew Valley time, it was like 60 hours. Probably 25 of that is fishing. So I really fucking dig fishing in video games. So I did that. I'm like, all right, everything's gone. It's like, this cat needs food. We'll go fish. I'm like, I have like fish. 10.
Yeah.
I already got 10.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, I mean, it's still.
Yeah, but I still had to go back and catch it because none of the fish I caught were edible.
Oh, okay.
So they were all prize fish instead of edible fish because apparently there's a difference in this game with them.
But like the thing is, like this part's all the good stuff, but like everything else about it is just.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point where I think I'm a little past you.
Yeah, definitely. The way you were talking about it, you were. And
a lot of the life has just gone away from it. Like these early moments of just like unscripted, like fun.
Feel good.
Yeah, unscripted. Like there are so many. Well, I'll talk about this after, but where the fuck was I? Yeah, like all of those good feel good moments seem to have gone away and have turned into generic JRPG story plot that I honestly don't give a fuck about. It's really a shame.
This game is so close to like.
Yeah. If they held out even a little longer with generic anime plot, I think I'd be having a much better time with it right now. But I've already succumbed to like the conflict that I don't care about.
Yeah.
They didn't give me a reason to care about. They didn't explain it well.
And it's just like there's just this early thing. I'm not really gonna spoil it, but people die in this game. So like early on, a somewhat important character dies. Maybe we're not really. It doesn't really establish
we're actually not even
who's
sure.
important.
JRPG?
Yeah, so
Like-
someone dies, and then Noctis is really sad, and I'm like, I don't care, Noctis. Like
I don't know.
like,
I don't
wow,
know this
Noctis.
character.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, like the game didn't earn the melodrama. Like,
No.
I'm a fan of like certain like melodrama sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 is like super melodramatic,
Oh, yeah.
but they earned that shit.
Yeah.
All right, they earned. You can't just fucking. You can't just.
It seems like they had this weird expectation that everybody had already watched the movie that went along with it and the anime that went along with it to already flesh these characters. Oh, no, I fucking didn't. Like, are you kidding me?
and Lord knows you should not require anything of this sort.
It seems like that was kind of mandatory for you to get the full experience out of this to learn anything about the character who died, because I didn't even know his name when he died. Like, fuck.
Man. And it's like, so the general gameplay loop is you drive to a place, you accept the main story quest, and there's fuckers around who want you to do side quests. It usually involves fucking about, killing monsters a couple times, or pressing X next to the flower icon.
Yeah.
That'll randomly show up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's like...
You're filling out a map.
Yeah, you're just filling out the map.
You're filling
and
out
it's just
the map.
like...
Road tripping.
You're filling out the map.
It's like, this game... Like, I always talk about how linear games are better, but, like, even in the road trip game, being linear makes more sense, because when you take a road trip, what do?
You go to A to B.
A to fucking B to fucking C to fucking D to fucking E all the way to Z.
Mm-hmm. And Krispy Kreme.
And Krispy Kreme.
No, we didn't.
Krispy Kreme was a side quest. It was optional.
It was optional and none of you fuckers wanted to do it.
I didn't want to go into another casino.
Also, wow, I sure do love donuts. But like, and so this game does the open world thing, which doesn't help the best part about this game is those feel good vibes we were talking about. But the open worldedness doesn't actually lend itself to that.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been better, like, instead of crafting giant fucking environments, which are impressive, by the way, they actually look like this is what the outside looks like. This is one of the best outsides of any game I've ever played.
Oh, yeah.
If that even means anything. It doesn't. It's empty praise. But, like, it would have fit the theme better to just have you go to many just dope places.
Yeah.
Just interesting places. Give me the ice world. Give me the fireland. Give me all the dumb JRPG tropes. And, like, have it so that instead of like, oh, the fate of the world is on our shoulders, like, oh shit, we're just partying in fucking Volcano Land.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Riding chocobos and fucking like doing like.
Sometimes you don't need a stupid fucking unnecessary conflict.
And it's just like, it's most like you can have your dumb JRPG, but you can't have that and the road trip game. Like, I love this concept, and I want someone else to take the road trip game and like make that the focus.
No, it's a shame it has to be a JRPG on top of this.
If it was just the road trip game, this game could have been fucking amazing.
If this game did not have to be a Final Fantasy game, it probably would have been a lot cooler.
I'm trying to figure out like who at Square Enix was like, okay, we've got all these like grandiose stories, like, and now it's a road trip. You know, it's just 4 boys who none of them look like they should be friends, all being friends, and just
what came first, the JRPG or the car?
And this game is also kind of ugly too. Like, I'm gonna be real.
It's really like there are certain views that I get that I probably shouldn't get.
It's just like all the NPCs look ugly. Like, and it has that thing where it's like the guy will have a beard. And the beard is like clearly not attached to the face.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And the worst part about that is that it is scruff. He has scruff that is detached from his face.
Yeah.
Usually it's like you got like the big like sticker looking beard in these games and it's clearly detached. But this is like scruff that is just detached from the face. Yeah. And it bothers me. Everyone looks like they have horrible skin. Like no one's pretty in this game. It's really weird. Except Cindy.
Yeah.
But
she is.
But it's just like
she's the girl.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other girls.
Yeah, even the other girls.
The NPC girls also have bad skin. It's really weird. Speaking of bad skin, Prompto is kind of ugly, which is something noteworthy. Like, I don't mean like, oh, it's like poorly animated. It's like he has like not anime pretty boy features. He's like a long face and like he has like towards his nose, his skin gets all reddish and shit. I'm like, oh, they're growing up. They're finally realizing that fucking garbage anime look isn't the only look that exists in the world.
Yeah.
And that's empty praise. I don't even mean shit. I'm actually pretty much just rambling at this point. But large story short, this game had a lot of potential. Almost good.
I mean, I go on. I have 2 pages of notes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
One thing
No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I don't have much to talk about.
We're talking
Yeah,
about,
we'll finish up the Final Fantasy.
I can finish it on my thing. Or do
No,
want
you
to
can
all
do
Final
it.
Fantasy at once?
Yeah, do all the Final Fantasy at once.
Yeah.
I think this game has garbage voice work.
Yeah.
Like it's something I noticed pretty immediately. Like when NSYNC is like sitting in the car together, like they're having like
In sync?
In sync, yeah, in sync. They like
Go on.
they have like their conversations are awkward.
Yeah.
And their voices don't help that.
It's like they all sound like these are probably fine voices. I've learned something very recently, and that voice direction is almost more important than the actors actually being in the game. This game sounds like it was poorly voice directed.
Yeah.
Like these guys are probably all great voice actors or whatever, but like the way it all comes together is just garbage. It sounds like Sonic Adventure 2.
It kind of does.
Or Sonic Adventure, where it's like sometimes it almost feels like they're talking over each other sometimes.
No, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like
especially Gladio. Gladio, like the way Gladio talks, he's always almost interrupting somebody, and he's never saying anything useful.
it's so true.
Yeah,
Maybe it's part of his character.
Yeah, maybe.
And like, thank God they allowed you to change their outfits. Like the first time I heard about that shit, I was so happy.
I haven't gotten any good alternate outfits yet.
They're
all look
not
hideous,
good,
though.
but it's just like Noctis in his dumb black collared shirt looks exactly like his black T-shirt, but it's just open. Gladiolus wearing the same jacket, but he has no shirt under it, so you just see his chest, and they all look stupid. And then Prompto's outfit is out of control. He needs to stop that. I pretty much put them all in T-shirts and was like, let's fucking go. And they look way
road
better.
trip?
Yeah.
Oh God, they oh my God, and like,
Yeah.
they all suck.
They all suck.
Like on like that's kind of like if you had like interesting characters, like literally any other game, like this was just like a Western game, like because this probably applies to like the Japanese audience. Like they probably like, ooh, I really like Prompto and I really like Gladiolus and stuff. But as someone who primarily, digests Western like writing and culture and shit, I hate them. They all seem stupid, and none of their motivations or personalities even make sense to me.
No.
Like why is Ignis, why is he friends with them?
I don't know. He seems so much more mature and he's more developed.
He's mature, developed. Like he doesn't seem fun to be around at all. Like why are they friends with him?
He's a chef, Someone's got to cook.
And it's just like none of them like fit together. Like maybe Noctis and Prompto.
Yeah, they're like the only two I can see being friends prior to this.
I mean, Gladiolus is just like, oh, you want cup noodles and shit, and it's just like, what the fuck?
I haven't done the cup noodle quest yet, but
honestly, I heard it. Like I was like, I can't wait to play it. Because I put like 6 to 8 hours around there or something. I don't actually keep track of time. And I was like, I think I'm gonna stop because I know, like, I knew what's gonna happen. I knew like the feel good was gonna fade.
Yeah.
And all that was gonna be left was mediocre action RPG.
Yeah.
With garbage story and probably a great ending because they always have good endings or something. It's gonna somehow like build up into this great, magnificent ending, even though it didn't earn it at all.
No, yeah.
But then I saw the cup noodles thing.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, This game has an advertisement ledged like right in the middle. Not like, oh, I'm playing a Forza game and there's like a McDonald's ad. There is like a Gladio pulls you aside. There's just a side quest when he's just like, I fucking love cup noodles. And then he tells you about cup noodles, and like the voice actor's like, it's got, it's low on sodium, and it's got all the great flavor that kicks a punch with all the flavors of like chicken and beef.
Had I known this, I definitely would have bought the cup noodles instead of the 24 packages of ramen.
And I couldn't believe it. I thought it was like one of those, like, you know, like the Dragon Ball Z ads when they're coming out for cars. Yeah. I thought it was like one of those. Like, oh man! But when I heard it was in the fucking game, I could not believe it. And then so I decided to play Doom instead of finishing this 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna stick in there.
Yeah, I do want to finish it.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
I still have like 7 other games to play, but I don't necessarily love the combat system. Yeah. I'm not sold on it. I feel the warp strikes seem like they're very finicky for me, and I don't know.
Yeah, half the time I warp
jank.
strike, I want to hit someone and then I just miss. I hit the ground and I just jump like 500 meters away from the fight, and I'm just like, I'll be back. Yeah. Hey guys.
Don't kill him without me.
And it's like, so I was like, well, I don't really like how, because I like in these types of games, I usually like to either go for some reason magic or as offensive as possible. Mm-hmm. And like, I wasn't a big fan of how playing aggressive felt. Yeah. Because you can't really play aggressive, so I was like, I'll do magic instead. Yeah. And the magic in this game is just kind of whack.
I don't like how limited it is.
It's like you get like 3, so you collect magic crystals and use them to craft spells. Mm-hmm. And you can use these spells about 3 times. They're really fucking strong, but it just doesn't feel good. Like he kind of like flicks it out and then it explodes, and the fight's over. And it's like, oh,
that's good.
Okay, I mean it's effective, but like,
yeah,
I just ended the fight instantly, and like. Yeah. I don't know. This game is a whole mess of ramen.
Is it like Roy Mustang snapping fire?
Yeah, it's effectively
but less cool.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't dwell on it. Like,
yeah.
It's just boom, and then all the bad guys are gone, and then half the time you hit your party because they're all AI and they don't know how to fucking dodge the fireball, and then half the time you cast the spell also lives like a lingering AoE field. Mm-hmm. So first you chunk all of your friends' health, and then they just sit in the icy terrain and just get fucked up perpetually, and you're like,
is this chaotic evil?
Yeah, they're all the worst.
I'll save some of this stuff. I do want to write a review on this game.
Okay.
Once I'm done with garbage. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Unless you want to take it, Greg.
No, I'm good.
Because I've already started. I already have like what could be a review already. So I might as well save some of this.
Oh man, what an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm like partially digging it, but I'm getting to the point where I'm not right now.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel right now.
Yeah. That's what you've been up to.
I didn't play Final Fantasy.
Oh.
I don't own a PS4.
Here, pretend you did. Just read this page.
I can't read your handwriting.
Oh.
I guess you didn't play the game.
Improv.
I think that said Sans. Sounds.
Great intro. Oh, great intro. Yeah. Oh, just one last thing before we leave the game. This game, when I think of Final Fantasy, I think of dumb, overdramatic stories and amazing music. You know what this game does not have? A single good song. Barring Stand By Me, I can't even remember listening.
I don't think that's an original song.
I'm pretty sure that was composed by Nobuo Uematsu. But I'm like, there's not a single I don't remember like hearing a single like song or like something that felt like a score or anything like that. Like this.
Was it all environmental noises?
That'd probably be better, actually.
Really? Oh.
It's yeah, like the yeah. Like I'm in the car, I'm like, oh man, you get to pick the songs while you're driving, and I'm like,
they're nothing
I don't
good.
like any of these.
I can only drive to fucking Let the Battle Begin from Final Fantasy VII so many times. Like, it's starting to get old already.
Oh god. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And they didn't even get the music right. No, Come on, man.
Like it should. Just copy and paste Forza Horizon's radio playlist and just fucking go, because that's a sick ass radio playlist.
Just get GTA's radio. Yeah. Just put it in the Final Fantasy game.
But yeah, like when you're in the car, there was a point I had on this exact page.
Is it the garbage butt music? The
It was
music's butt?
lackluster car playlist considering the amount of time you spend in the car.
Which is a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
But you didn't play nothing, right?
Well, I kind of played things. I didn't really like sit down and actually like play a game to completion. I realize there's a lot of games I want to play to completion, but I don't have time for those right now. So I played Pokemon and Hearthstone.
Yay.
And Pokemon, I'm really interested in starting to breed. I want to finish the Pokedex first and get the shiny charm so that I could start shiny hunting. Because that was always something that I really liked, but the fact that I had to fill out the entire Pokedex in X and Y was very, very daunting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a shiny charm in X and Y.
It's a lot. You had to fill out the entire...
Like the Nationals?
Yeah, the
Oh my
National
God.
Dex. The Alolan one, you just have to do Alola, which is like, it's a lot, but it's manageable.
It's very manageable, especially when you have Jake.
Yeah. Like, if you
Straight
have
up
friends
fill 40%.
who have the game, like the other game, you can do this.
It's very easy. Or easier than others.
Yeah, it's not like an X and Y where it's like, oh, let me transfer all my Pokemon from fucking Fire Red.
Oh, wait, my fucking Dragonite's in Diamond? Alright, give me a sec.
Yep. So that's a new development. I want to work on that in the next few days. But I played Hearthstone, and I really don't like this expansion at all.
I don't either.
I've had really, really shitty luck with packs, and I've gotten actual garbage. And I just feel like it's one of those things where I don't know if the meta hasn't settled or if the meta is just stupid. But I get my ass handed to me every single time I face somebody who plays that stupid card that's like, summon a 1/1 Jade, summon a 2/2 Jade. And then it escalates to a 7/7. Yeah. And I can't get off the board fast enough because there's a 6/6, 5/5, 4/4.
Yeah. Jades aren't really the problem right now because 9 times out of 10 Jades have like an absurdly slow start.
Yeah.
But Pirate Warrior's more the problem right now.
I haven't run into any of that. Granted, I'm like ranked 19.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep printing insane 1-drops.
1-drops ruin Hearthstone.
I
Every
don't
expansion,
know why they always do it.
Always ruin Hearthstone.
They always do it.
Having 5 stats for 1. So a typical turn 1 for Pirate Warrior is you play your N'Zoth's first mate. So that's a 1/1 on the board. You get your patches, a 1/1 with charge, and then you get a 1/3 weapon. On turn 1, that is a 1-mana play. And you get what? 3 6 of stats on the board. That's 3/5 of stats. That's insane. 1 mana 3/5, no drawbacks.
I just have very little incentive to keep playing currently because I keep losing and I'm not having a lot of fun. And I'm like, 100 gold. I can buy a pack. It's all commons and 1 blue. And it's a repeat of 2 blues I already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm like officially done with Hearthstone. Although I still watch Crip. Like I enjoy
Crip
like
isn't Hearthstone. He's his own.
Yeah,
entity.
like I enjoy like theory crafting and I enjoy like watching and like watching somebody else.
Yeah.
And like thinking about what the optimal play would be and figuring out say why they would disagree or anything. Like I find that engaging.
No, me too. That's why I watch Hearthstone streams.
Yeah, but like I think I'm like actually like I think I'm cool with just like being there for the next expansion. Like, ooh, this card seems cool. This card seems bad, and just like that's it.
Not getting.
I think I'm actually just. I think I'm good now. I think.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I didn't spend $60 to get the advanced packs, especially when you said that Jake actually just got hot garbage.
Jake. So for reference, me and Jake both bought packs at the same time, opened them at the same time. He got 1 legendary out of 60 packs. I got 7.
This is like when I got Sky Captain Crag all over again.
And one of my 7 was gold.
Yeah.
So it's.
I've gotten 1 gold
And
card.
the thing with that is like every 40 packs you're guaranteed at least 1 legendary.
So Jake got a pity legendary.
He got like the pity legendary. He even got like the.
Yeah, and his pity legendary was Mayor Noggenfogger. Yeah, I think.
I love that card though. That's a great card. Even though it's probably bad.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's great when you get it off of like Paltris or something.
The game is ruined.
Yeah, it's all over. Fuck! I should have attacked first. I don't like the decks that have come out of like I don't like the new deck archetypes that they added in this game. I think Jades are bad. I think, and the decisions you make with Jade aren't necessarily fun or interesting. I think the new Paladin deck, the buff Paladin, I think that's too curvy to play this on 1, play this on 2, play this on 3. And I think Pirate Warrior is just oppressive right now, to say the least.
That sounds like it.
Yeah. Although I do love what they did with Reno Lock. There's one card in the set that's, I think it might be my favorite card Hearthstone has ever printed in my life. And it's Dirty Rat. He's a
Yes.
2 mana, 2/6 battle cry. Take a minion out of your opponent's hand and put it on the battlefield. So it just loses its battle cry. And this card is, like, its flavor, I love it, because this little rat, he's, like, fucking twirling his mustache, comes out in the field and screams, "I ain't talking!" And then some fucking, and then, like, some card comes out, like, as if it were to fight that rat. It's like, oh, well, you're not? It comes to fight it, and then, you know, you just kill whatever it brings out. And 9 times out of 10, your opponent's holding onto a battle cry that they really, really want, especially when 90% of the metagame is Reno Jackson and Kazakus. So if you just 2 mana destroy Reno Jackson, that's it. There's nothing else you can do at that point.
Yeah, that's a really good card.
And not to mention, like, say if you just happen to have a Bran on the field, just Dirty Rat, Twisting Nether, you get rid of a Ragnaros and a Reno Jackson. Like, it's a card that could lose you a game if you play it too early. Like, if you play that card on curve, you just lose the game.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Mm-hmm. But if you save it for the right time, if you know it's like, well, my opponent's been holding on to that card for 2 or 3 turns. Let's see what he's doing. It's the most rewarding card in the game.
Yeah.
I love the cards that are extraordinarily powerful when you play them correctly, but can also lose you games. And I think that's my favorite card Hearthstone has ever printed. Like, it's so good. So that's all I like out of this expansion. Is Dirty Rat.
Yeah, I remember I was looking at all these cards, and this seems interesting, but I can't, like, imagine any of them are really all that fulfilling to play.
I
Like,
find it really mean that when the pack opens, it glows, and you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
legendary glow,
Yeah,
and then you get trash.
That's so mean. Adding that yellow glow to all the cards
It's-
is so fucking mean.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I had
That's
to, like,
actually
buy
hilarious.
another pack to make sure I wasn't just imagining things, and I was like, nope, they're actually just being big old bitches right now.
So fucking mean.
That's hilarious.
A lot of people who play Hearthstone say that this expansion's a hit, but I honestly don't see it.
Okay.
I don't like what they're doing.
Yeah.
The decks aren't interesting to me. Maybe it's just not interesting to me right now.
For me, it's just like, if I'm losing, it's fine, but I have to enjoy losing, or at least understanding why I'm losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting annoyed, because it's the same thing over and over again, and I'm just like, I don't have enough good cards currently to craft a deck. I have more than enough dust, but that's another issue. Too much dust, not enough caring to bother playing this game anymore.
Like, I'm finding that I just don't want to play with the new cards. Like, I will play with
Yep.
them because the metagame is forcing me to. Mm-hmm. But I'm finding that, like the only fun ones are Dirty Rat and, like, Kazakus and stuff like that. And even then, Kazakus is kind of lame. But he's very powerful.
Yes, he is.
That's all I played.
Okay.
I played Candy Crush. Whew. I beat a level that my dad was stuck on. Lit.
I've actually never played a single game of Candy Crush.
Would you
in my
like
life.
to? I'll
Would you
install
like
it for you.
to?
No, thanks. I think I'm good.
Would you
Emma?
like to download the sticker pack along with it on Facebook Messenger?
I think I'll just take the sticker pack.
Oh, wow, okay. That's more than I thought I'd get.
Oh, we did play something new-ish. We
Heroes,
played
of the Storm. Yeah, that's the last thing I had to talk about.
Okay.
Is-
We
I
had
played it.
wine.
Yeah, we played Heroes of the Storm. Specifically for... You had wine?
For the Genji skin?
Heroes
Specifically
of
for
the
the Genji
Cellar?
skin.
Yeah.
What?
Heroes of the Cellar.
Yeah.
Wine.
I can't say much about it.
Yeah, I can't
Because-
say much either, because all we've been doing is playing...
We were playing...
AI matches.
Yeah, we played AI matches on easy to get Genji
Oh.
as fast as possible.
I can say something.
Yeah?
Fuck Heroes of the Storm, because every single time I would
No, yeah.
say I'm ready,
Yeah.
like 7 or 8 seconds later,
It was-
literally 2 seconds before we found a match against, like, with real people that were playing with us against AI, it would say I'm not ready.
It was so fucking aggravating.
And it would reset our queue.
Yeah.
For God knows what reason.
It would say wait time 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Nerd has unreadied. What? Like for 20 minutes straight.
Oh my God! I restarted my computer like 3 times in one night, and it did not solve it.
That's great.
I did a malware scan.
Yeah.
I did a malware scan.
The fuck?
Did it detect?
Nothing came up.
Did it detect Heroes of the Storm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing wrong.
I can't say much about that game. I don't know much about MOBAs. I would type in chat when we were playing with people. I'd say, hey, let's go all mid, and the game went in 5 minutes. So against easy bots.
Yeah.
So I cannot talk about the depth of this game.
Yeah, I can't talk about the depth of the game.
I can talk about the Genji skin though. It looks really fucking cool.
I can talk
it
about
is.
who did I get as a free hero?
Teronde.
Yeah, I like playing her playstyle a lot.
Yeah.
I also bought the angel dude.
Tyrael.
Yep, that guy.
The guy
Can you
from
tell how
Diablo.
much I care?
Yeah, the Diablo dude.
I don't like his playstyle as much. I kind of regret buying him.
No.
I like Toronto a lot better.
Mm-hmm. I played as
Even though
Jaina for obvious reasons. Jaina and Uther.
I don't think I play Toronto as intended. Because I'm always like up close, and I can't figure out her like spacing.
I can't
her
figure out
ranged
spacing
attacks.
in MOBAs. For the love of everything, I cannot figure out attack spacing in MOBAs.
I don't know if you can hear this, but like sometimes my microphone at home picks up like things I'm doing on my desk.
Yeah.
So I don't know if my mic was constantly on in Discord because I was left clicking so much to move.
Yep. I will never be able to understand how to properly attack in a MOBA game without moving.
Yep.
It's you don't.
You don't? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you just kind of like.
So I'm not fucking up.
Yeah, you just kind of like. If you're ranged, you kind of do like a dash dance thing where you like click behind you, then you click the target, and you click behind you.
Okay.
It's like kind of like effectively it's like dash dancing,
All right.
but you also hit your target because you have a gun.
No, okay.
I figured that out a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, melee has a little bit of things like that. Like you'll hit, and then because you're like you can act even before your attack comes back, so you're able to like attack and then move forward a bit, and then attack and then move forward a bit and attack because they move towards the path they're trying to run away from. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. They're actually very easy. There's a bit of a skill floor, but like once you get past that, it's like mechanically like that's as hard as like once you figure out like how to not like look like you're an actual stupid person. Once you get that far, then it's just like learning matchups and shit.
I can't even tell you how many times I tried to like attack a dude and just ran into a wall instead.
Yep.
Yeah, once you get past that phase,
It's like, why am I just
that's
hugging
like
this
the awkward
wall?
teenage years, and you become a beautiful butterfly.
I don't think I'll ever get to that point with MOBAs.
One thing I did like was every time someone killed someone, we all had a killing spree.
Yeah. I love that. Where it's like mega kill. I'm like, oh, I just spawned. I don't think I killed anyone.
Participation medal.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Like, I've been thinking a lot about Sky Williams' DST and how I could apply it to Overwatch and other games that I play. Hero of the Storm has it built in.
Yeah, it does it for you.
Like,
Built-in DST.
yup.
That's a lot of Blizzard games actually. Blizzard is very good with like positive reinforcement in their games.
Yeah, well, Overwatch.
Well, like I mean, yeah, but like you like shoot somebody kind of triple team kill. All right, that was me, guys.
That.
This is why I play Hanzo.
Yeah, defensive assist.
Yeah.
You're only just fucking about like holding left click as mercy, and then you get you're just like ooh triple kill.
Yeah.
Yup.
I've also been playing a lot of Overwatch in preparation for season 3, which has come out, but we haven't done it yet.
Nope.
Granted, we haven't really talked about it.
Yep.
I would like to do season 3.
I'd like to also.
I really want to.
I'd like to get you in on season 3, Sydney.
Yeah.
Soon.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Soon.
Christmas Day. Let's do our placement matches. Well, actually, we have to get you level 25 first. Christmas Day. Let's grind quick play.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh wait, I won't be home Christmas Day.
Probably.
I think the day after. I was
Where
planning
will
on
you
running
be?
another Shadowrun thing.
I'm
So
like
we could do the 27th.
I am hoping that the tradition of me getting sick like literally the day of Christmas does not continue, so that I don't miss Shadowrun.
Oh.
Because that's been a trend for like the past 6 years of
that
my
sucks.
life. Of like, oh we're
hold
fine Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day
Fuck, I left it in my
happens.
car.
And I'm good.
Wait.
And then family dinner happens, and my dad's like, why do you always get sick at family events? I'm like, because my body is like let's be healthy for school. And then it's like, oh, you're done? Time to literally thrust illness on you.
I have tussin, and I can bring in emergency for you.
Okay. My mom bought a shit ton of medicine for my dad the other day because he's also been sick.
Yeah.
But she also bought a packet of gravy. So I just came home yesterday, and on the table there's emergency, airborne, Dayquil, Vapor Rub, and a packet of gravy.
That one's for the soul.
Although I can imagine, you're just watching people play Shadowrun and one person's like...
I'm sure that'd be good.
Oh, it was NyQuil, not Dayquil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gonna get her some NyQuil. She passes out during, and it's just and we just have to come up with a roleplay reason. She's just
I did that one time, except it was with Benadryl. My school was like, "Oh, you're having an allergy attack? Let's give you something that will make you super tired." That's always a fun time.
So, do we have anything else to say about games we played?
Yeah, I'm just in a position in Overwatch where I'd like to get better.
Okay.
After we did season 2, it didn't aggravate me, but it just disappointed me because I could see all of us playing horribly, constantly, and we weren't changing, and it was just it just kind of some people more than others. So I wouldn't really say it's anybody at this table, but
It can't be me.
but
That's kind. I thought I was shit.
yeah, I could see what we were doing wrong.
Yes.
And we were talking about doing it better, but we just didn't. It's
Yes.
not even like we tried. It's just we fucking didn't.
Okay.
And I'm in a position where I'd like to try to get better. I've been trying to play characters that are more utility based, that are more useful. So yeah, hopefully that helps out a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Twitch streams to try to study the metagame a little bit, and I think I have a much better understanding of it now than I did, say, a month and a half ago.
So what season do we play? Was that season 1?
Season 2.
We played season 1 and 2.
Yeah, because season 2 just ended. It started in September and ended 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we did season 2 together, and it went kind of poorly.
Very poorly.
Yeah, and I know we can do better.
Yeah, I know we can do better. That's the whole reason I started to. Because we had that one time. It was just we were playing. I think we were just playing friendlies, and I was playing Zarya, and I was calling the shots, and everyone was following it.
Yeah.
We had a very good time.
Yeah.
And every single day since that fateful night,
It
it has been nothing but
Yeah.
crushing disappointment.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've dropped the bad characters I play.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to be good at
Really
McCree at
bad.
any time soon. McCree is a professional only character.
Yeah, definitely.
So I did my civic duty and picked up another professional only character, Anna.
I mean,
But you don't need to be
she has an insane amount of depth,
Yeah.
but you spend most of your time actually just sitting in the ass of Reinhardt.
Oh yeah.
And just pumping him full of medicine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a bit more sexual than I wanted it to be, but
It's-
you
Oh,
know.
no, it's fine.
But yeah, I've been playing more important characters. I've been playing Reinhardt a lot. I've been playing Roadhog a lot. I've been playing Anna a lot. A lot of the characters that you see in most high-level games.
Yeah.
But the meta's new now. It's new. A lot has shifted in the season, so I'm excited for us to try it out.
Okay.
There's some characters that just don't see any fucking play anymore.
Would we be willing to do it tonight?
Maybe. Actually, fuck yeah. Well, we
Okay.
practice. Maybe not
I'll
competitive.
practice tonight.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not fucking doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't have work tomorrow.
I don't have school tomorrow.
I have work
I'm
tomorrow.
going to sleep.
That's fine.
I'm flipping
Oh,
off
yeah.
to school.
Actually, should we play in Lifecast Slav Squad so people can hear us play Overwatch?
Sure, why not?
Clickety
Sure.
clack. And
Clickety clack clack.
I'll probably.
If you're listening to this,
yeah.
we've already done it.
Yeah.
I'll hang out for a little bit.
Hey,
but
man,
I'll-
You don't
why
have
don't we
to.
do it
If you wanna
Wednesday
go to
night?
sleep, then go to sleep.
Yeah.
I
we can
don't
do it
know
Wednesday
how
night, too.
I'll be when I get
Oh yeah,
home.
we could do Wednesday night stream or something.
I'll be on. I'll be on later Wednesday night.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
because at that point I'm done with the final.
Yeah.
And I have
Fuck it. We're streaming
few sec-
tonight.
tonight
for
as well.
Overwatch.
Oh, as tonight when they'll hear this Wednesday,
Hell
December
yeah.
14th.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll start around 10 or 11 probably. If we finalize plans.
Yeah. I just need to
There
finish
will
my.
have been
I just need to
tweets
finish
about
my article, and I
Okay.
can stop fucking about.
Cool.
Speaking of which, my most recent article is D&D homebrew
No.
throws suplexes and slams.
Cool.
It is literally
Can't wait
just.
to use that.
It is just literally. It's just a sort of universal suplexes. for just every character, because like you can kind of like so in D&D how it works is you can do a grapple check, and then you got you do like a contested roll, and then you the person who gets the higher one, if you're the grappler, you grapple them. If not, you don't grapple them. But then afterwards you can like you just kind of like can't really do anything to them. You just like you hold them in place so they can't move, which is useful. But you know, sometimes you just want to throw a nigga off a cliff.
Yeah.
And you just can't really. You can drag them and you can like push them off, but that just doesn't have this like shove. It just doesn't have the same feeling that suplex does. It just doesn't. No. So I took it because like what happened was, so in a very recent session we're heading back to Veldum, which is like where my character comes from, and on the way there we were attacked by a Behir and a frost giant. A Behir is effectively a long lizard centipede with mad legs, and it shoots lightning out of its mouth.
That sounds horrifying.
So we were crossing a bridge while the fight began, or the bridge was broken. We were finding a way to cross, and then so half the party was on one side and half the party was on another side, and the Behir and the frost giant
appear. How you spell it?
It's Behir.
Behir.
I typed it in like I thought it would be spelled, and I just got a bunch of Indian dudes.
This is someone's name, you fuck.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I
understand that like he's supposed to look spooky, and like that's kind of spooky, but look at his fucking legs.
So cute.
How do I spell it?
Behir.
Look at his legs.
He doesn't make any sense.
He's got too many.
Yes, and so a little short on time.
The party was split on two sides, and so the first thing I did was I used my ability to grow super large, and then I dragged the Behir down into the hole and threw him into the hole, and it was sort of my DM kind of let me do that, but it would have been so much better to instead German suplex him into the hole, and that's the first thing I thought. I was like, I want to German suplex this nigga into the hole, and he let me do it, and I was just like, you know what? You shouldn't have to let me do it. German suplexes just be in Dungeons & Dragons. So I made it happen. Expect to see that article soon.
Cool. I'm excited. Do I have permission to adapt that for Shadowrun? Because that sounds cool as fuck.
Sure. I don't know anything about Shadowrun, but...
All right, lit. Okay, yes. We have question.
Oh!
The question that I posed for you guys.
Oh, interesting.
I have been learning things this past week. I've been realizing things in the year of realizing things, as it was so eloquently put. I called for a bunch of fun facts from all of you guys.
What?
Like a little tidbit of information that you know, that you would like to share with everyone else. And mine is that of the 20 blimps that exist in the world, 13 of them are operational, and 8 of them are owned by, I had to look it up because I forgot, the Von Wagner Airship Group.
So you telling me there's only 20 blimps in the world?
Yeah, 20 to 25 blimps in the world.
And one of them's the hood blimp.
Yep. So if you've seen the hood blimp, or like the Geico blimp, or any other blimp, you've seen at least 4% of the entire world's blimp population.
Cool.
What the fuck? Who let this happen?
They're super inefficient.
They all got shot down.
They seem really stupid. That's why I like them.
No, yeah. Blimps can go over 70 miles an hour, and they cruise at 50.
It's such a useless for such a large ship.
I would like to thank Google for also phrasing the question that answer is for. How fast does a blimp? And how many people can you fit in a blimp? Airships' gondolas vary in size depending on their lifting capacity and intended operations. The Eureka gondola of Goodyear blimps has seats for 2 pilots and 8 passengers.
So now there's this big, massive hunk of plastic in the air that goes 70 miles an hour and fits
10 people! That's why there are 20 blimps.
Would the Lifecast even fit up there?
No! Because there's 11 of us, right?
Yeah.
We would put on a
Assuming 2 of us could pilot a blimp, the other 9 of us could not.
Deanna can drive. Greg can drive.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No. A blimp pilot is one of the most specialized jobs in the world.
Oh, yeah. There's only 20 jobs available.
You'll never want for work.
Yep. No one's trying to take your job.
I don't know, I might.
It's got too much job security.
When
you retire, you get one of the remaining blimps for yourself.
So good. And then Kennedy graced us with a fun fact as well. John W. Waterhouse specialized in the pre-Raphaelite style and, like Raphael, never finished his final painting, The Magic Garden. A bit of art trivia.
I don't know who any of those people are.
It's okay, you can look them up on Wikipedia later.
Didn't Raphael paint the ceiling?
No, that's
Michelangelo.
Oh,
Michelangelo
I got my turtles confused.
Teenage Ninja Turtle.
Tutant, Meenage, Neetle, Teetles.
Tutants?
Tutant, Meenage, Neetle, Teetles.
Whoa.
So I'd just like to say that in the process of looking for a fun fact, because I'm using a cop-out method, I typed in fun fact, click on the first link, and the first one says banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour.
Same.
That's efficient.
That's the first one!
I gotta go home and lose some weight.
Yes, as your brain oozes out of your ear.
I'm gonna go exercise when I get home. Who needs a gym membership when you have a wall?
Everyone wants a wall.
I just had a flashback to my childhood. Let's move on.
God.
No, I'm pretty sure my uncle made that exact joke one time. Several times, actually.
I don't know any fun facts, but I do know a fuckload about Dark Souls. Did you know that Andre the Blacksmith of Astora was originally intended to play a major role in the game? He was supposed to be a major NPC, and he was there is like art of him potentially moving the statue in Firelink Shrine to potentially send you into the first kiln.
Ooh.
But and there's a cutscene. It's weird. Like you see the statue move, but there's no like people in it. So there's like it's like an unused cutscene that just shows the statue moving. So that's my fun fact.
Interesting.
I wish I knew anything about what you just said.
You don't know Andre of Astora, the blacksmith?
I haven't played a Dark Souls game.
What?
I played 20 minutes of Bloodborne. I beat the Cleric Beast, wasted every single Molotov cocktail I had because I panicked, and then stopped playing.
Yep, that's about the whole experience. You panic, you throw cocktails at Jude's, you die a lot.
I have absolutely nothing.
You have absolutely nothing.
Nope.
Nothing
I was
interesting.
put on the spot.
Somebody buy a Snapple.
Quick, someone get me a Snapple.
Look up a Snapple fact.
Well, I'll fill in for Adam. Another Dark Souls.
No! I do not condone this.
I actually can't think of another one.
Maybe if you looked at our Twitter feed once in a while, you would have known this is.
Hey, I'm on Twitter constantly. I didn't see this. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons.
What the
they
fuck?
don't have umbilical cords.
Slugs,
They're in eggs.
slugs have 4 noses.
Is it the eyes?
A bee has 5 eyelids.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Hippos sweat red when they're under a lot of stress.
Is
So
it
do
blood?
humans.
This is blood,
What?
right?
Yeah. Humans sweat blood when under extreme stress.
I don't want that.
Like, super extreme.
I don't want that at all.
The state of Maine has 62 lighthouses.
And then
Fishes cough.
we're gonna try out a hashtag because we're hip with the kiddos. It's hashtag weird me out in 3 words.
Cats can hear ultrasound.
Cats can hear. Damn, so close. So close.
Cats can hear.
Oh, that's so spooky.
How about Damp Souls 4?
I'm leaving.
Pigs get sunburn.
Huh?
Pigs get sunburn.
Stop.
Fish can
Oh,
drown.
shit. That's weird.
Stop it. Stop
The
this.
frogs never drink.
No, don't do it. Stop.
Dragonflies have 6 legs but can't
Okay,
walk.
we have to.
The moist Zol.
What's a Zol?
So
I have a
I
physical
think
reaction.
so. Somebody said something about something being cool, and Sydney then responded, "The moist Zol," which I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It was supposed to be the most
cool. Yeah. Okay. I looked at my keyboard. I'm like, okay.
Was this another wine-related typo?
Yep.
Oh, I remember.
A female kangaroo is called a flyer.
A flyer?
A flyer?
Like, it's an advertisement.
FLYER. Like one that flies.
Australia sure is weird.
It's upside down.
I want to claim it in my name.
Giraffes can lick their own eyes.
Ew.
I mean, if your tongue goes long enough, you could do that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I can.
Yeah, and it's still
totally.
gross.
Caterpillars have over 2,000 muscles.
Who?
Caterpillars.
They're swole.
200?
Whenever you want me to stop, tell me to
2,000.
stop.
Please, I've been begging.
No only child has been a U.S. president.
Beware is 6'11".
Just tell me when to stop, I'll stop.
Stop.
Oh, wait a
Napoleon has
minute.
suffered from a fear of cats.
He's dead.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
because.
That's why I said suffered.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why Adam will never be president.
But he's president of VGA.
Shit.
Does Donald Trump have siblings?
I don't know. Probably.
He must. I mean, he's not president yet.
Are these Snapple facts outdated?
Cold water weighs less than hot water.
Did
That's
he
true.
kill his siblings?
Probably.
Did he weed out the weak?
You exhale air at 50 miles per hour,
He
which
did-
is close to the speed of a blimp.
Wow, what a great place to end it. We should actually just cut it after the blimp joke. Let's go.
A housefly hums in the key of F.
Who?
Huh?
Owls.
The
Owls?
disco means I learn in Latin.
Yes, it does.
Sex means 6 in Latin.
You just put up like 3.